Thank you for tuning into my show called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Awan. So, tonight we're going to talk about something that everybody has been raving for these last couple of, I'll say, decades. We're going to talk about child support, and I'm going to run my mouth a little bit too. So I'm gonna tell you something that women do that we bank on. Okay. See, we bank on the fact that most men don't know anything about the court system. So we use this to our advantage. So when you a brother, just you have never been to court before, you don't know anything about court, we bank on that. You understand? And I'm going to tell you something that nobody has ever told you. When you have to go to court for child support, um um a custody hearing, anything you have to go to court for with your baby mother, right? If you take a lawyer, you look rich to the judge. I know it sounds strange, right? Because she came to court by herself. So she's the one that looks like she is in need. You understand? So when you come all bossed up with a lawyer, you look like you have more than her. That's why the judge is so hard on you. Now, take this from a former baby mother. This is why I'm telling you this lesson. When you go to court, don't boss up. Don't boss up with a lawyer unless it's called for battle. If it's just something that's just child support and it's visitation, don't boss up. Only boss up when she boss up, then you boss up. You understand? So you both look like you on the same playing field. Because if whoever bossed up first will be the one the judge will not favor. You understand? The judge won't favor you. See, she's going in there like she's bewildered. Like you came and you just did all this evil stuff to her. So you look like the bad guy. You understand? You look like the evil one. And you not the one that's evil. It's her doing the nonsense. Okay? Why I'm telling you this is that men has well, I was just saying, my brothers, y'all have to learn the court system. When it comes to you having children outside, and even when you marry too, you have to learn the court system. Learn to get when that baby come into this world, learn how to get a paternity test. Before you leave the hospital, learn how to get a paternity test. Don't sign anything until you know that baby is yours. I don't care how much you so happy, you in love, you excited. Do not sign anything until you get a paternity test. Okay? And I'm not saying that the woman you've been with all these years was doing nonsense. I'm not saying that. But it's nothing I have ever seen in this world if a man knows that this baby is his. You understand? If he knows that this child is his, this is the most exciting thing in the world for a man when he knows that he can trust this woman. Okay? So, what I'm saying to you is that get that paternity, okay? Learn how to do joint custody, okay? Get joint custody with the courts. Learn how to get visitation rights. You understand? Go talk to somebody. Just don't let the chips fall where they may. Because if you don't have custody, you don't have joint custody, you don't have visitations, my dear, this woman can disappear with this kid and you will not see this kid. You will not see this kid, my dear. You got to learn how to change your mindset. Okay? And I'm going to tell you one more thing too. A cousin of mine did this thing. He took himself up to child support. Yes. He did it before she even got up there and took him. You understand? Because he wanted to be on the books that he was paying for this kid. And he kept all his receipts, everything that he did for this baby, he kept. Okay? You got to learn how to beat people at their own game when they coming for you. I know it's a little difficult, me saying this as a woman telling you, but I'm telling you the truth. You got to understand that there is, and most of y'all men already know. Y'all already know the nonsense that go on with the court system. But some of y'all don't. And another thing too, if your finances change in any way, learn how to go get a reduction in your child support. No matter how long it take, learn how to go up there. Because let me tell you something, baby. Once she find out you got a new car, you went to get a new house, you're getting married, baby, she gonna come to you full force. See, child support is not, for me, what I believe. It doesn't help the family. All it does is destroy the family and get y'all to just be at war with each other. It doesn't help. Especially if the mother is on assistance. If she on assistance, baby, all that money you sending up there, she ain't seeing none of that but $50 a month. That's all she's seeing. That's it. Okay? So now the problem is that, oh, another thing too, let me tell y'all this real quick. If the mother is on assistance, right? Did you know that you can do the blood test with the court system, right? And if the baby is not yours, you don't pay for the blood test. That the welfare will pay for it because the baby was not yours. You understand? So you won't have the responsibility of paying for it if the baby turns out not to be yours. Take heed to that. Learn how to pay attention to stuff like that. Because why I'm telling you this, and I just want you to listen up real good. Why I'm saying this is that sometimes you can be with a woman for many years and then a child can turn 18 and y'all get in a heated argument and she could tell you just like this, I was sleeping with so and so and you not the father. Mind you, you raised this child since this child was born. You was there. You was everything. And now when the child turned 18, she tell you that you not the father. That's the most horrible thing in the world. But I'm going to tell you something. Society makes it so easy for women to be like, it's okay. You know, you ever see on the TV shows when a woman be wrong, she done brought like 7 guys up there to find out who was the father, right? All the audience do is boo you. You saying that she slept with other guys. You confirming that she slept with other men, right? The audience will boo you. And then when they find out that you was not the daddy and that she slept with all these other men, right? What do? They feel so bad for her. She runs off the show crying and everything. And then they tell her, oh, it's okay. No, no, heifer. It's not okay. It's not okay. You shouldn't be doing that. It's not okay. So when you bring 10, 20 guys for a paternity test, and then the host of the show be like, oh, it's okay, my dear. No, it's not okay. We make it so normal that when young girls or grown women like me get up there and say they don't know who the father is, and they slept with these many men, we make it so normal, like that's okay. So it's okay for you to have slept with 20 guys without a condom in the same month that you was having this baby. It's okay. That's how you say, I gotta say, well, social media, of course, and how TV make it so easy that it's okay for a woman to go and sleep with all these men and she sees nothing wrong with it. And then she'll get up all on the show screaming and hollering that he the daddy. And then when they get to the nitty gritty of the story, she come talking about it was 10 guys she slept with, so she don't know who the father is. And the sad part, they've been doing this way back when, even before I was born, women was doing stuff like this. But the thing was, back then, before I was born, if you were married, that baby belonged to your husband. That's the thing. You understand? That's the thing. The baby belonged to your husband. Even if you was out there doing nonsense, you just covered it up and said it was your husband baby. And everybody believed you. Even if that baby came out light like milk. You hear me? Light like milk, the baby came out. They believed that it was your husband. Now, mind you, all the other children are that beautiful brown skin. You understand? I'm just saying, think about it, my brothers. Think about it. Before you sign anything, run that DNA. Dana gonna tell you if that baby yours. And you ain't gonna have to be stressed and worried about it. Just as easy as it is for her to take you to court, my dear, you gotta take time to fight too. You gotta take time to fight too. Because that baby is your legacy. See, sometimes when we get so mad with the baby mama, we get so upset with her about the child, right? You got to remember too, that baby is yours. He or she belongs to you. This is your legacy. You can't just let your legacy be in danger because you upset with her. Okay? And I know it's hard and I know you got to deal with a lot of nonsense, but I'm going to tell you something. You laid down with her. Yeah. You probably thought she wasn't crazy because you know her body looked nice. That's what usually happen. Her body looked nice, so you don't think she crazy, and you met her in a club. Now, mind you, you met her in a club. You should have thought twice, but you didn't. So now you went and messed with her, and you ain't used protection, and this what happened. You didn't protect your seed. You see. You didn't protect your seed. So now you got your baby, your blood growing up in this home, and the mama crazy. The mama ain't got her right mind. Okay? So now, all I'm saying is that learn how to stop just sleeping with everybody. It's for the women too, as well. But for tonight, I'm just talking to you, brothers, if y'all take heed to it. Just be mindful of who you be with. Because remember, this baby got to grow up in this household. You don't know how many guys she going to have around the kids and all this nonsense. You don't know if your baby is in danger, anything. You got to think about stuff like this before you go make babies with women that ain't in their right mind. I remember telling my oldest, right? I said to him, it's better to be the man in the house than the man outside the house. I remember saying that to him. And he said, "Mom, what you mean?" I said, I'm saying it's better to be the man in the house than the man outside. Because the man in the house is the one that dictates what goes on. The man outside can't say one word. All he could say is that that's my kid. I'm the daddy. That's all he could say. But the one that's in the house runs everything. You understand? All I'm saying is take heed to the message, my dear. Stop letting your seed just run with everybody, which, y'all, this new generation, y'all doing some things different. Very proud to see y'all doing things different as well. But you got to learn how the ones that are here, okay? Your babies that already made it here, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn to protect them. Okay? Just as much as she go to court, you got to go to court too, baby. When you see she not doing right with that money, you got to learn how to report that. Cuz let me tell you something. Sister coming guns is blazing. That's why child support was invented. I believe that to my whole heart. And nobody will ever be able to tell me nothing else. Child support was invented to destroy the family anyway. Because we gonna be enemies now because you digging in my pocket. Instead of us being able to sit down and work out a plan with each other about what's the best interest of the child. But we don't do that. We get upset if he don't want to be with me no more. We get upset when he finds a new woman that he want to be with. And I'm gonna tell you something that'll make us on fire. When you find a good woman and you marry her, that's what make us even more. Because you want to know why? We thinking in the back of our mind why he didn't pick me. Yep, that's the truth. I know a lot of sisters gonna be upset with me tonight, but that's the truth. We be thinking in our mind why he didn't choose me. Yes. So what I'm saying is that you gotta learn how to learn the court system. Don't just let anybody say any nonsense to you, or you even be scared to go to court. Don't put that in your mind. Go, because you're trying to fight for your offspring. You hear me? You're trying to protect your baby. Anything that happened with your kid, learn how to report that mess. Stop letting her get the free card. Because let me tell you something, if the shoe was on the other foot, honey, she would roast you. She would roast you. Yes. And wouldn't have no mercy at all. And also, before I get off this live, I just want to say this. Remember to get Dana. Dana, that DNA. Remember to get that DNA. One brother said to me, "Oh, DNA test costs too much." Let me tell you something. Child support costs much more. Yes. Child support costs much more, baby. It's better to get that DNA than not. Y'all gotta stop playing with y'all seed. Y'all just giving it to everybody. Pookeisha, everybody getting it. You understand? And then they raise the baby all types of nonsense and to hate you. Yeah. How do you raise my offspring that I gave you to hate me? That doesn't even make sense. But women do it. We do it because we want to get back at you for something we think you did. And mind you, it was probably us that started the whole nonsense, want to try to control y'all and act like we know everything. Alpha females, we do that. We do that. We think that we know everything and we trying to control everything, and we don't want nobody to tell us the truth. We rather take the lie than the truth. Hey KLLC, how you doing, my dear? It's all right, you here, Lee. It's okay. No worries. Thank you for coming. So we rather believe the lie, you understand, than do what we supposed to do. We're like that. So I want to jump on something real quick. So we start with the oh, it's great to see you too, my dear. So we start with the child support, but we gonna talk about something else too. When you looking for a mate, right? Okay. This is for the women. When you looking for a mate to be with, right? And I always say this all the time. Learn how to go outside. How do I say this? Learn how to go outside your norm. Learn how to go outside your realm. I always say that, your realm. And when I say realm, I'm talking about if you went for the street guy that was hustling on the corner, jeans baggy, all types of nonsense he did. He pushed weight, all this foolishness he did, right? This is not your husband. He's not. Okay? So you got to learn how to go with the one that you put in the friend zone. This one will be your king. I always tell y'all that. But nobody listens. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was young, I didn't listen either. But I'm only just passing this knowledge to you because right now you're doing nonsense outside with so and so and whoever. But this one, you got to remember, everybody probably in your area done slept with this guy and probably got so many kids with him because everybody wanted to be with him. You understand? So you not the only baby mother. When he get tired of you, he gonna go and be with the other or two or three or four other baby mamas that he got. That's what's going to happen. So you got to learn how to be with that man who you put in the friend zone. That is not as cool as him. That don't do the nonsense he do. The brother that's in your friend zone is the one that's working and he's handling his business and he's not doing nonsense in the street. Okay? That's the one that you supposed to end up with. Truth be told, yes, it is. This is good. How many times have we skipped over our mate because we stayed with the familiar? It's true. You ain't lying. You telling the truth. You are telling the truth, my dear. So, what I'm trying to say is that change it, my dear. That's why you keep hitting the wall like that. I remember going to, I'm going to switch up real quick. I remember going to Tyler Perry play, right? This was way back in the day. I went to see Medea Goes to Jail. This is at Newark Symphony Hall. And Medea stopped. Well, Tyler in the midst of the play, Tyler stopped the play, and he said, "Ladies, do you want to know why you keep running into the same type of man?" And all the women screamed and said, "Yes." He said, "Because there's something in you that needs to change." None of us wanted to hear that mess. We wanted to hear Tyler blame the men like we always do. Because that's what women like. They like to blame the men all the time for every nonsense that happened. And no, my sister, it's you. It's you. You are the one that's causing the foolishness. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why you causing the foolishness. Because you will go for Pookie and Rere on a corner and give him all your goodies and everything. You will sleep with him from morning to night. You will do all this nonsense. So the good ones who do the right thing, they never really get to be with a woman until they get up age. And then they marry and then you see greatness come from them. It's so crazy. Like the one that you put in the friend zone, he may not have looked like Pookie and Rere, right? Because most of the time, Pookie and Rere look good. Yeah, most of the time they look good. So the one that you put in the friend zone, he may not look as good as Pookie and Rere. So you keep him in the friend zone, and he may not be as cool as them either. So you keep this one in the friend zone. He will not stay there for long. A sister will see him, and that's going to be the end of your ride. Your ride is done after that once he get a sister that see him. And then she takes him and she says to him, same thing you could have done, same thing you could have done. Uh, Watch this. She takes him and she say, babe, can you cut your hair a different way? Or can you grow out your beard? Just a little something. She just asks him. And then years later, you see him, he looks scrumptious, but he's married already and he got children and he got a house and a car. He doing good. He got a business. This was supposed to be your husband, but you was running around with Pookie and Rere. You see what I'm saying? You see how that play out? So yet and still, the brother still won because somebody else was meant for him. It wasn't you. So now you messed that up. Now, what I was saying, what Tyler said about something in you that needs to change, you got to change your attitude, my dear. The way you talk to a man. That's our problem in our culture. We talk to our men like they ain't nobody. We talk to them like they ain't got nothing. Excuse me. They ain't never had nothing. We talk to them like they just is like some foolishness. I've never seen stuff like this in my life. It has gotten worse because when I was younger, you could say a little something to a man and he would let you ride about it. He would let you ride about it. But I'm going to tell you this. He will let you ride about it. Hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Let me change something real quick. He will let you ride about it, right? Because he ain't want to hurt you or, disrespect you out in public. Those the men back in the day. But the brothers now, baby, they ready for all type of smoke because they tired of us saying nonsense to them. Okay? And talking to them all any kind of way. That's why you have a lot of men talking about they the passport bros and they leaving. And I can't blame them for that. I can't. Because the nonsense that we do makes our men say we done. You understand? They like, I'm not gonna put up with this. I'm gonna go to somewhere else and find a woman who wanna be obedient. You hear that word? Obedient. They don't like that word. I wanna find a woman who wants to follow me, who wants to be a part of my plan. You understand? Who wants to take care of the family, who wants to have children. That I won't have to be um having this woman bring her own children into my home, and then when I'm trying to have my kid, she don't want to have kids. Okay, she'll tell me, oh, I already have enough children, I don't need no more. Now mind you, done already married her and she telling you that nonsense. Or she'll give you one child and then it'll be just a girl, and then you're looking for a son, and she'll tell you she don't want no more kids. And that's heartbreaking on a man. But women don't believe that. They think they could just do whatever they want to do to a man and they think it's okay. But our men done got tired. They like, we done. We tired of all this foolishness. And I can't blame y'all. I know I keep going off topic, but I'm just trying to throw it all in together because I don't want it to leave. I don't want to leave without telling it. You understand? So there has to be a change on our side. Now, I'm not saying that all men are perfect, and I'm not saying all women are perfect. There are some things that we have on both sides that ain't right. But more than likely, it be the upbringing. Your upbringing determines usually what you are when you get older. And then sometimes people will fight that upbringing, because I know I did. I grew up in a bad area and I grew up around all types of nonsense. And my home had all types of nonsense growing up too. So I had to fight all those things to get better. And so my children will have better. And then, of course, my husband wanted better for us. So that was a blessing. I thank God for him. So, what I'm saying is that for us women, we got to learn how to curb that attitude. We talk to our men like they ain't nobody. We just downgrade them so badly. And we the only culture that do that. You see on social media how the way our culture just decimate our men. We say all types of nonsense to them, and we be thinking that it's okay to talk to them like that. We tell them what they was and what they is not from A to Z. And we tell them when they had and when they didn't have. Baby, we so wrong for that mess. And I'm going to tell you something. I remember saying this before. When a man can do the same thing that a woman can do, and he can tell her from A to Z what she was and what she was not and all that, right? Usually it's because he was raised by a woman. Because only women do that. We the only ones that do that. See, a real man will come to you and say exactly what it is that's given an issue. Okay? But the ones who was raised by a woman, they gonna tell you from A to Z everything without telling you what really going on. Anyway, guys, that's really it. I just wanted to chime in on those two things. Um, and I hope you like the message. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Share my page as well. Go to my Facebook, my Instagram. Follow me on those platforms as well. And if you like my content, right, and I'm trying to grow my channel, I also have my Cash App in my bio. So if you want to donate, I would greatly appreciate it so I can grow my channel bigger. And I want to say thank you to everybody who like, share, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it because my YouTube is going crazy now. And I just started like a year ago. Everybody have a wonderful night. Y'all take it easy. I gotta go handle my wifely duties. That's why I'm telling y'all take it easy. Bye, y'all.